man comes across his father's war memorabilia.
Get rid of it. I don't want that in my house.
And awakens the spirits of soldiers with unfinished business.
My father didn't really get into any of the blood and gore of what happened.
Revenge is in the air, in the ultimate battle between good and evil.
You can't breathe, you can't get away. You don't know which way to go.
In America, there is real evil. It lurks in the darkest shadows and in our most ordinary towns. Between the worlds we see
Someone's in my room.
and the things we fear, there are doors. When they are opened, nightmares become reality. In 2009, Debbie and Dennis Pongratz move into a home in a small town.
We just wanted to retire to a place that was quiet, someplace where we could just relax.
We wanted to be in a place that had a different feel than the big city, in our retirement years. Easygoing, atmosphere.
The house looked small from the outside, but when you got inside, it looked a lot bigger.
Hey, Dennis?
What are you doing in here?
I'm trying to get these supplies back onto the craft table in the house.
Oh, okay.
The house had so much room, so Dennis could have his own space and I could have my own craft room for woodworking and sewing, a little of repurposing. I do a little bit of everything.
I'd do without you.
I'm sure you'd find somebody to help you carry these boxes in. Got it?
Yep.
What was that?
The spilled contents of the box once belonged to Dennis's deceased father, John, who served as an American soldier during World War II. Dennis hasn't seen the old mementos in many years.
Did you know we had all this stuff?
Honestly, I forgot all about it. When Mom died, they gave me all these boxes, and I just put them in the garage. Didn't really want to deal with it. But now,
I didn't take a very good look at the things that were in the box until we moved down to Corning. And I found several of his medals. There were campaign ribbons for battles in Western Europe. Also, he had some things that he brought back from the war.
When he went through the box, it's like it just brought it all to life. He remembered each thing he picked up of his dad speaking about that. And it just kind of brought all of it back to him.
Look at all these medals. You never told me your dad was such a decorated soldier.
he'd tell me stories when I was a kid. I tried to ask him for details, but he would just clam up. Different times, I guess.
My father, he didn't really get into any of the hardships or the blood and gore of what happened around him in the war.
Dennis, why do we have that?
The sight of the swastika makes Debbie uneasy.
It's awful. Why would your dad even keep something like that?
It's just what they did back then. It's like a trophy or something.
My father told me that he acquired the armband off of a dead Nazi soldier, which I guess that happened quite a bit during the war.
Get rid of it. I don't want that in my house.
Debbie, these are old. They're antiques. They're probably worth something.
I don't care. I'm serious. It creeps me out.
Buried among the reminders of loss and valor, Dennis finds a touching surprise.
I found a decorative box, and it had letters in it that my father had sent to my mother when he was stationed in Iceland. This was before they were married. Most of it was just, you know, how much I love you and things like that.
I've been gone for 6 months. If I want to go out and have a drink, then I can.
For Dennis, the letters are a sharp contrast to his childhood memories.
When I was growing up, my parents had a rocky relationship. It was pretty volatile. My father, he had a temper. I really think that he suffered from PTSD. He went through hell over there.
But if I want to leave, then I can leave.
I was really surprised about the letters that he had sent to my mom when he was in the service. At that point in time, you could see that they both really loved each other.
After rediscovering a box of World War II relics, Dennis Pongratz has renewed appreciation for his father's military service.
Looking at my father's Army memorabilia, I really did have more of a sense of pride for my father and what he did. He was kind of a hero, and I didn't realize that until I became a certain age to, I guess, appreciate that.
Debbie?
Yeah,
Have you seen that armband?
the one with the swastika on it? No, I thought I told you to put that away.
Well, I was going to, but I hadn't gone to it yet, and now I can't seem to find it.
Well, it's just as well. I really didn't want that in the house anyway.
At some point, I discovered that the Nazi armband was missing, and I checked through every box in there and even in the closet where they were, in case it fell out. And it's a mystery.
We could not find the armband. It's just gone.
Well, it's got to be around here somewhere.
Honey, don't worry. I'm sure it's going to show up. All right? Don't worry. I got to go get ready.
Okay.
Went in the bathroom to take a shower.
Dennis, is that you?
There was a cross on my bathroom mirror, and it looked like frost. I'd never seen anything like it. It was just very strange. My immediate reaction was to get the camera because I wanted to make sure I got that shot of that cross.
Hey, Dennis! Come here! Dennis!
Debbie, yeah, what?
Look.
Is that a cross? How'd that get there?
I don't know. I was just getting out of the shower, and it was right there on the mirror.
When I saw the cross in the mirror, I didn't know what to think. I mean, you know, it's not something you see every day.
It kind of looks like...
Like what?
Looks like the cross the German soldiers wore in World War II.
The cross reminded me of the Iron Cross of the Nazi regime.
What do you think that means?
I don't know.
I got some
Did
pictures.
you get pictures?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, good.
It wasn't something that I easily dismissed because you get a little unnerved. You gotta wonder where it is coming from.
Despite feeling unsettled, Debbie tells herself that the appearance of the cross is a good omen.
I'm trying to make myself feel better about what that cross meant. I thought you could think it was protection.
While Dennis is not convinced it means anything.
I was a little freaked out about it, but not to a point where I was hysterical or anything like that. We just thought it was, you know, strange or weird. We kind of brushed it off and just went on from there.
That weekend, Debbie gets an unexpected visitor.
My granddaughter had called and asked me if I could watch my great-grandson. And I said, sure, bring him out.
You doing okay, Jeffrey?
He loves coming to Grandma's house. He'll run from one end to the other, and he plays. He's like a normal child.
Can I have something to eat?
How's the peanut butter and jelly sound?
Yummy.
Okay.
Out of the blue, I started getting cigarette smoke, just like someone was blowing it in my face. I have never been a smoker. I have always been extremely sensitive to cigarette smoke. I sneeze a lot when I'm around someone that's smoking. It was horribly strong. I could not figure out where that smell was coming from. It was really strange.
disc.
Hey, you look like one of my toys. Want to play with me? Hey, what are you doing? Those are the good guys. Stop!
When Jeffrey comes to visit his great-grandmother, a mysterious stranger challenges him to a game of war.
Stop!
I went to the other end of the house, and a couple of minutes after that, he just started screaming.
Jeffrey! What's wrong?
Are you okay? What happened?
My granddaughter came to pick him up.
What's going on? I don't know. He was playing with his toys just fine when I went to go make him some lunch, and then he just started screaming.
He said that he's seen a man in our house. You couldn't get him to move. When you talked to him, he wouldn't budge. It was like he was in a daze.
Look, I better take him home.
Out of the blue, I seen this dark, shadowy figure looking out our window. It startled me.
Oh, come on.
I only seen it for a second. It was gone.
Please, come on.
What happened?
Oh, I'm so glad you're here. We have to talk. Earlier today, I was watching Jeffrey, and then I went to go make him a sandwich, and everything was fine. And then he started screaming, and then all of a sudden he went running outside of the house. The poor kid was terrified.
She was pretty freaked out, about it. Just not knowing the source or what it meant.
He kept saying something about this bad man or something inside the house. The poor little boy, he was so scared, honey.
Calm down.
No!
Take a breath.
No!
Sweetheart, what?
There's something going on in this house.
Sweetie.
You don't always want to think, okay, it's paranormal, but you really can't dismiss it at that point.
What?
Take a look at this.
There was one picture of the front of our house with a very large man's face looking out our window. For me to be able to actually see something in a photo that I took, that was proof to me that we weren't crazy, that there was something there.
I definitely saw a shadowy figure, and I didn't know what to think about that because, that was something completely different than knocks or bangs or shadows, because now we've got something that's right there.
Dennis reacted the same way I did. He was just trying to figure out what it could be, and we didn't know if it was something we needed to be afraid of. I knew something wasn't right about this house, and it was very serious to have scared my great-grandson the way it did.
But unbeknownst to the couple, a new ghost has entered the home and is ready for battle.
I did.
One night we heard this loud banging. It was so loud that it woke us up, like someone was pounding their fist against the wall.
What are you doing? Stay here.
Whoever's in there, I've called the cops.
It didn't make any sense, but there was no one else in the house.
In the dead of night, an unexplained commotion
I did.
awakens Dennis and Debbie Pongratz.
Whoever's in there, I've called the cops.
We just started hearing like banging noises, kind of like if somebody was pounding on a wall with their fist.
Although Dennis does not see physical evidence of the intense struggle, he can feel its aftermath.
With all the things that had happened up to that point, the only conclusion that I could come to was paranormal activity in the house.
Dennis, is everything okay?
I don't know.
Are you all right?
I don't know. I just heard this banging, and it was like it was right next to my head. Sweetheart, this is just crazy.
Your mind goes in all directions. You don't know what to think. You don't know if you should try to get help. You're afraid of who to even ask.
It was a concern at that point that how far is it going to go? We just hoped that the activity didn't become dangerous or destructive or anything like that.
We're we're trying to keep us as calm as we possibly can, you know, when all this is going on, because when you're living with this much confusion in your house, you pretty much have to figure out how to deal with it.
But even in the light of day, Debbie can't help but feel on edge.
In your own home, a place where it's supposed to be serene, you're supposed to feel comfortable there because that's your space. And you feel like your space is being invaded by something you can't see. And you wonder if you're going to be able to get away from that. All of a sudden, I felt my hair being pulled. It felt like somebody was standing behind me. The only thing that came into my mind was just run the other way. I have a claustrophobia issue, so I always make sure that there's an exit.
Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on!
The door handle was just violently shaking back and forth, like someone was trying to get in.
No! No!
I didn't want to get any closer to that door, not knowing what was on the other side.
No! Oh. No! No!
Whatever it was engulfing me, like it was just sucking the air out of me. You can't breathe, you can't get away, you don't know which way to go. It just feels like everything's closing in.
For months, Debbie Pongratz has lived with paranormal activity in her home. One day, events escalate out of control.
Debbie! Debbie, the door's locked! Debbie, oh my God! Oh my God, are you okay? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Are you okay? Oh my God.
It's frightening because you just didn't feel safe. You just felt like something was everywhere, just all around you. And you wonder if you're going to be able to get away from that.
It was choking me. I don't know what I wanted to do, but it was trying to kill me.
What?
Something was, suffocating her. I was concerned for her safety. How far is it going to go?
What are we gonna do?
I don't know. But we'll figure this out.
We just thought, who's gonna be next? We had to get somebody in there to help us with this.
Debbie and Dennis reach out to experts at Paravision's Paranormal.
This is my wife, Debbie.
The Pongrats actually were experiencing a lot of things. There was something going on in their home that they had no control of. And I knew in my heart that I had the tools and the abilities to help them out.
Thank you so much for coming.
It's okay. When we arrived, I saw Debbie, and she just broke down crying and was shaken so bad that she reached over and hugged me and said, "Lee, I'm so glad you and your team are here." Look around.
Mm-hmm. When the team came, it was like a weight lifted off of our shoulders. We knew that they could get rid of whatever was in the house.
Jim Wilson is the tech expert on the team.
Hey, Lee, take a look at this.
I immediately was trying to collect evidence, and the K2 meter was going absolutely crazy. I looked over at Lee to be like, "We have something right now. Let's get it going."
Deb Lance, a medium, senses a presence in the room.
Deb brings that ability to sense the spirit a lot stronger. She's like our center eye, and this spirit was trying to make connection with Deb as her demeanor started to change.
I felt eyes on me, and the energy was very overwhelming. I immediately saw a man in spirit form in military uniform. The gentleman told me he was Dennis's father, John.
And he appears to have something urgent to communicate.
Do you have a message for your family? Is there something you want to tell us? Why are you here?
Why don't you go have a seat in the other room?
I began to channel John's energy so I could accurately convey the message. And his message was a warning, but he was coming from a place of protecting the family, not trying to harm them. I did not anticipate him jumping into my physical body. It's as if I'm watching a movie.
Deb?
And I'm the star in the movie, but someone else is using my body.
The spirit was trying to use her as a vessel to communicate.
There was a noticeable change in her. She became very angry, very agitated, very strong-willed. It was not the Deb that we know. She became a whole different person.
Deb, is you okay? Are you still with us?
When I was channeling John, I felt immense emotions, intense anger. I felt amped up. I felt very protective. I felt angry. I felt everything all combined in one big emotion.
Suddenly, Lee, a psychic empath himself, can also sense the spirit of John.
I could sense the energy change. There was a presence of a male that was trying to get my attention, and I saw a young soldier in a World War II uniform.
No! I'm gonna kill you, you bastard!
He was coming to me very angry, screaming at the top of his lungs, being very demanding.
Take it easy! Get out of my house! Leave my family alone! Wait!
For more haunting, visit destinationamerica.com. While conducting an investigation in the Pongrats' home, the body of psychic Deb Lance is overtaken by a spirit.
You okay? Are you still with us? No! I'm gonna kill you, you bastard! Take it easy! Out of my house! Leave my family alone! Wait!
Lee, also a psychic empath, suddenly becomes aware of a second spirit in the house.
He was looking straight through me at something else behind me. And I realized it was a Nazi soldier. And that is what the other World War II soldier was addressing his aggression to. The energy between these two spirits was a hate. You've got a World War II U.S. Army soldier, you've got a Nazi soldier, and they were targeting each other.
Then, in an instant, the ghost of the Nazi soldier disappears.
That dark energy, I felt it slowly just, disintegrate. And as that was disintegrating, I could feel that the World War II soldier's energy was more relaxed, more calm.
When I was done channeling John, and he left my physical body, and everything was at peace, John was at peace. For me, it was like I woke up from a dream.
We know that this has been, it's been confusing for both of you. But we've made contact with two spirits here today who've taken up residence in your home. One of whom was sent here to protect you. A soldier. Your father.
Lee confirms that he too experienced the spirit of John Pongratz.
I was like, right here, this is the guy that's here in this home.
This is him. Your father, is that right?
Lee had pointed out my father in the picture, and I was really surprised at that. I mean, I didn't think that was my wildest dreams that my father would be there.
Yes, that's my father, John. He was a good man. But I just don't understand.
Your father's presence wasn't here to hurt or scare you. There's another ghost in the house. Ghost of a Nazi soldier. It was that entity that was tormenting you both.
Lee explains why the spirit of Dennis's father had returned.
During World War II, John had shot a Nazi soldier, and he took a couple of his items. And Dennis pulled these out, and I think that's what triggered that energy, that dark Nazi energy, to come back, is he wanted his things back. John was there to protect the family.
This other ghost, the Nazi soldier, where is he?
I assured them that the Nazi soldier is gone.
He's been expelled. He's never coming back. It's over. Dennis, your father, John, he saved you.
Wait. It's not over. I'm sensing John's presence here with us now. He's saying something about letters?
John gave me the message that he needed these letters found. He wanted to know where these letters were.
Dennis, he says you know.
Letters. Yes, I know what he's talking about.
I thought about the letters that we had in this decorative box, letters that he had sent to my mom when he was in the service.
Here, these are, this is what he's talking about, these are letters that he wrote my mother during World War II.
They're very, very deeply personal letters that John had written to his wife. He was really tied to these letters, and he truly did love his wife.
As we started to open up this box of letters, I felt this lightness in the air. John was going towards the light. I knew that this was the closure that he was looking for, that this is what it was all about, so he could actually cross over. That's what John wanted, was to be back with his wife.
I felt really relieved that my father was at peace, and I do believe that my father really did love my mother, and my mother really did love my father. They did have a rough, rocky marriage, but, you know, in the end, it was important for him to be with my mother. I felt really good that they were you know, back together again. It's given me a sense of closure, and I have more respect and love for him now, you know, than I did.
Looking back at this case, what sticks out to me is it started out bad. It started out as this World War II soldier was going after this Nazi, and it ended in like a love story.
The couple have survived their brush with the supernatural. Now, months later, their lives have finally returned to normal.
This experience for me, myself, was life-changing. There was a lot of things that I had happen to me that really frightened me, things I couldn't explain. This gave me a sense of there is an explanation for most things that happen, but it's also given me insight to the other side.
I would say to people that don't believe in the paranormal, there's another world there around us. They just need to open up a little bit to possibilities.
For Dennis, this experience has given him insight into the paranormal world. That the battle between good and evil continues, even after we're gone.
I don't have any doubts that there are things out there that we don't know about, just because of my experiences with paranormal activity in our house. They're there.
In this world, there is real evil. In the darkest shadows and in the most ordinary places. These are the true stories of the innocent and the unimaginable. Some say that every photograph steals a piece of a person's soul. For Lisa Wilson, the myth is true. A dead soldier, captured in black and white, invades her dreams and then her home to steal her soul, one piece at a time. Between the world we see and the things we fear, there are doors. When they are opened, nightmares become reality. More than 58,000 American GIs were killed during the Vietnam War. For some, the war and the suffering it caused may never end. The year is 1994.
So I guess this is it?
Yeah.
Single mother Lisa Wilson is helping her
But
ex-boyfriend
we'll be
Dan
friends, right?
move out of her house.
Dan and I were once boyfriend and girlfriend. I needed him when I met him, and he actually helped me through my divorce.
But we'll be friends, right?
But then our paths went separate ways.
I'll still see ya.
You're probably broken student fighting another Tyrannosaurus Rex or biting into the bone of another dinosaur.
Mom looks pretty bummed.
With Dan gone, it's just Lisa and her daughters, 8-year-old Laura and 10-year-old Sarah. Lisa is working a full-time job as an insurance clerk while studying for her college degree.
South Dakota knows how to find Black Hills Institute.
Financially, it was a struggle for me. But, you know, I knew there was a light beyond the tunnel, and so that's what I was striving for.
Hey, Mom. Is the TV bothering you?
Just a little. We can go in our rooms if you want.
How about when I'm done, we go out for some ice cream?
Okay.
Lisa's homework often keeps her up well past midnight. She discovers something Dan has left behind. It's a photograph of Dan's brother, Michael.
Michael had gone to Vietnam at the age of 18, and at 19 years old, a year later, he was killed.
Michael was on a recon patrol when he was ambushed.
Escort, we need medic now!
There was no body retrieved, just dog tags. In looking at that picture, he looked like he was ready to die. What drew me to it was just his eyes. You could not see anything in his eyes. The darkness just pulled me in.
That weekend, Lisa's sister Carol visits the house. Carol is captivated by the photo.
It's his brother, Michael. Even though you couldn't see his eyes, you could.
Certainly draws you in, doesn't it?
And it was like he was staring out, trying to get your attention.
It kind of freaked me out. I didn't really like it.
Are you gonna give it back to him?
Well, I was thinking I'd give it to him as a birthday present. Maybe blow it up to an 11 by 14.
Lisa plans to frame the photo and give it to Dan as a birthday gift.
She goes, "Do you think he'll like it?" And I said, "I think that Dan will love it."
Okay. Days later, Lisa visits a photo shop to have the picture enlarged.
You're gonna like this.
A week later, Lisa picks up the custom-framed photograph.
I was excited. I didn't really want to give it to Dan. This picture had already become part of my life. It just sprung out at me. I saw him. Then at that point, I'm thinking, okay, the vivid imagination, and just, it has to be something else.
Weeks later, at the home of Dan's mother, Dan celebrates his 40th birthday with his family.
She really thought that Dan would like the picture, especially considering it came from her heart.
Oh, lots of icing on that. The other room, okay?
Hey,
Yeah, let's keep on.
Another piece of cake.
Yeah.
Who else wants cake? Want cake?
Yeah. Okay.
Big piece. Yeah. No, no.
I thought, oh my God, what have I done? Made one of the biggest mistakes of my life.
Did you make this one?
I bought this one.
Definitely want the corner.
Let's go to the living room, okay? All right.
Piece right there. Half of it?
Yeah, I don't think that's what it is.
Lisa does not understand why Dan refused her gift.
Mom, what's wrong? What's wrong?
Why is the hallway so cold?
It's always cold in the hallway. There's no heating vent out here. Everything's okay. It's always cold in the hallway. Let's just go back to bed. See? Okay.
Can you leave the light on in case I have to go to the bathroom?
Okay, honey.
Good night. My sister and I were terrified, and my mom wouldn't talk to us about it.
Lisa cannot help thinking that somehow Michael is in her house.
Now I was afraid.
How can you not know? Hey, Did one of you guys knock on my door really late last night?
No?
You sure?
Yeah, for sure.
Have a good day at school.
Bye.
Have a good day.
Bye.
I love you guys.
Love you too.
Love you.
I'm really sorry about what happened at the party.
Lisa's ex-boyfriend Dan explains why he was so upset by the photo of Michael.
Look, I'm giving your picture back. I know you meant well, but it's just that Michael's a painful subject in our family.
But he's your brother.
Yeah, I know, but you don't know Michael the way we did. He was always fighting with everyone. I mean, one day he had this big blow
I
up.
did find out there was an argument of some sort, and he lashed out at his whole entire family and signed up for Vietnam, and he was out of there. And he was out of there. They never saw him again.
Last time we saw him was on a bus at a base of training.
It's the saddest thing I've ever heard.
Dan says his family tried to put Michael's death behind them.
And it was a subject that Dan's family refused to discuss. They would not talk about the war. They would not watch movies that had anything to do with the war or Vietnam.
That makes no sense.
You know, and my mom, she saw that picture and she had some nightmare that Michael was knocking at her front door.
Oh my God, I had the same dream. I think this is important, Dan. I think your family needs to come to terms with Michael's death.
I don't want to talk about it. Look,
Dan, please, please. Take Michael with you.
Michael's dead.
Lisa feels compelled to hang the photo in her bedroom.
That picture had now become a part of me. And I thought, well, this is a little strange because he's not a blood relative. I don't know who this man is, but it didn't make any difference.
My mom started changing. Her personality went from being really happy and wanting to do everything with us to being in her room. She just totally isolated herself from my sister and I.
It's very strange because actually I felt special. It's kind of like he was mine.
Late that night, Sarah is unable to sleep.
At first, first I thought it was a weird connection, like maybe with a cell phone or a phone line. I just wanted to run away.
Michael's dead.
Lisa's thoughts are consumed by the photograph of a dead soldier.
It's like this energy is being drained out of me. It's like just being sucked out of me and being filled with this darkness.
Lisa turns to her sister Carol, desperate to talk about the growing hold Michael has on her.
Hello?
Hey, Carol, it's me.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Really?
No, I'm not fine. I can't stop thinking about Michael. I said I can't stop thinking.
She talked about Michael. When I get home, I wonder what Michael's done. And I'm thinking, what do you mean what Michael's done? There is no Michael. It's a picture.
Do you hear that?
Lisa believes there's evidence of Michael's presence even as she talks on the phone.
It's like he's on the line with us, Carol. It's...
Michael's not real. It's a picture.
He is not just a picture, Carol. He's more than a picture. I'm trying to tell you that I feel him here. It's like he's a ghost in my house. I can feel Michael.
The minute I'd say Michael's name, you'd get that crackling, sizzling noise, and it's like, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can't. What? What?
It's like he's here on the line with us. It's like Michael's here. He's listening.
Get rid of the picture!
No!
Hello?
There's no way I'm taking that picture down. There's no way. I just can't tell you why, but that picture's staying up.
It was nothing. She was having a nightmare. It was just a nightmare.
I didn't tell my mom that I just saw Michael because she was already so stressed out and freaked out that I didn't want to worry her more.
Okay. Go back to bed, okay? Everything's okay. Everything's fine, okay? Go on, back to bed.
Mommy, can you leave the light on?
Okay. Good night.
I saw him too.
What should we do?
We kind of realized that this Michael person isn't just a picture.
It's gonna be okay.
Obviously, Michael was in our house.
That weekend, Lisa asks her sister Carol to take care of the kids.
Thank you so much for letting them stay tonight.
No problem. I love having them here. Not a problem at all.
Hey guys, come on. Okay, there's juice in the fridge, cookies on the counter. Help yourself. Save one for me. I love you guys, okay?
Now, I'm taking them because I want you to have a nice, relaxing weekend at home alone. None of this Michael stuff.
Okay, I promise.
Okay, I promise. Okay. All right. I'll take good care of them. Don't worry about it. I won't give much away. Oh, wait. I promise. It was Mom's. I think you should wear it. It'll give you strength.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. You're welcome, sweetie.
Thank you so much.
As long as you need anything, okay? Anything. Drive safe.
Lisa will spend her first weekend in over a year without her daughters.
I smelled this sulfuric type of a smell. I could feel this energy, this crackling type of energy.
Michael, go home!
That I'd had enough of this.
Lisa realizes she must break Michael's hold on her.
I've had enough of this dread, this obsession. He's controlling me.
Lisa cannot bring herself to destroy the picture. She is afraid the spirit will retaliate.
I was afraid of him, but I was also afraid of making him mad. It was like this rush of cold fear went right into my chest. It was terror that I have never felt before in my life. And I knew that was not Michael. That was something totally different.
Lisa believes there are two spirits in her house, and that Michael may be protecting her.
And I cried. I thought, what is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? Michael, go home!
Hey guys! Hi! Oh, I've missed you so much. Do you have fun?
Yeah.
Go get in the car, okay? I'll be right there. Thank you so much. You're welcome. I got you something. What is this? It's to take the place of Michael, to fill the space where Michael was. Okay. Thank you. Of course. Anytime. Bye, girls. You did take that picture of Michael down, didn't you? Yeah, of course I did. Thanks. I'll see you later.
Lisa does not replace the picture of Michael, but she hopes that the new one will help lighten her mood.
I just thought that would be a good aura type object to put into the house to maybe brighten it up and get rid of some of this gloom.
Each day to a riddle. 3,000 mammoth stones, some weighing 300 tons and 20 feet tall, sprawling for almost 30 square miles. The quest investigates Europe's oldest mystery. Who put the stones here?
The new picture does nothing to lighten the mood for Sarah.
Why?
It's getting late. You guys should get to bed.
It felt like
2,000 years to a time
it was dreary. My mom was depressed. My sister was always scared, and I had to be the one who had to be the strongest.
Laura continues to fear the hallway.
Ready? Let's go.
We'd actually run to get to our room because something in that hallway scared us.
Get in bed.
I could sense when I was in my bedroom that something was in the hallway.
Get in bed.
I thought someone was always staring at me. I thought someone was always looking at me.
Lisa refuses to let the picture of Michael control her.
Everything's okay. I'm gonna go take a look, okay?
I was scared. Because if something can move a huge picture down a hallway, he can do anything.
I must not have hung it right, and the wind blew it down. Mom, how could it just fall off the wall and come its way in the hallway? It had to have some sort of help.
And I said, Mom, we're not stupid. I know this is Michael.
And I said, how do you know about Michael? Just because we see him. I couldn't see him, but they could see him.
Laura didn't have a nightmare the other night.
I'm so sorry. I now didn't know what to do or how to even begin to get rid of him.
Lisa calls the local health science center, searching for someone who can help.
Hi. Yeah. I swear this is not a crank call, but I'm having a problem with like a ghost or an entity in my house.
Basically, I asked them if they had Ghostbusters. And they kind of laughed at me, said no. They said, but that's a great story.
Well, do you know anybody who does?
She referred me to Kate, who worked from a guardian angel type of a group. And she said she'll be able to help you.
Oh, can I have that number, please?
The group claims to help earthbound spirits find peace.
Thank you.
When I went to this place, it kind of creeped me out a little.
Yes, hi. How can I help you?
I was scared for my mom. I was scared that it wouldn't work. And if it didn't work, what would we do?
Only you. The kids have to stay put. But that's fine, okay? Just have a seat and I'll be right back out, okay? Have a seat right here. Kate will be right with you, okay? Thank you. You're Lisa. What can I do to help you? Well, as I said on the phone,
Lisa tests
having
Kate by
trouble with a
telling her
ghost
as
in my
little as
house.
possible.
I just told her that our house is being haunted and I needed to get rid of what was haunting us.
Yes, I know all about it. You brought Michael with you. Michael's tied to this earth by the anger that he feels towards his family. He's drawn to you because of your positivity and your ties to his family. He thinks that you are the light. What? He doesn't want to let go of his anger that he feels, but he desperately needs to. If you want to rid yourself of Michael, we can set up a channeling session. It'll take us a few days to prepare for it. Are you sure you are ready to let go of him?
Lisa feels a sharp pain in her chest.
She says, well, Michael's gone. I'm thinking, whew, got rid of him. That was easy. I said, well, gone. I said, gone where?
He went back to your house. It's gonna be okay. I promise.
Hey, guys, what's going on?
I don't want to sleep at home tonight.
Oh my god. Okay, okay. Come on in.
The next day, Carol wants to see for herself why Lisa is so afraid.
All right.
In a way, I really want to believe that it is a spirit. That way my sister's not crazy. And then in another way, I don't want to believe it's a spirit, because then how do you get rid of it? I felt that if that photo was out of the house, the attention that she gives it would be gone, and she would wake up and say, oh my goodness, life's going on and I'm missing it all. What have I been doing? I've been in a cloud.
I know it makes the girls feel better.
So what's been going on? Tell me what's been happening.
I don't know.
Carol cannot believe that Michael's photo is still on the wall.
I wanted it crumpled, burnt.
I'm gonna take the picture.
Shredded.
I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna smash it to bits. Then all your problems will be over.
No! Don't you touch him! Your hands off him! Don't ever touch him! It's not Michael. Michael isn't the problem. You don't know him. I don't know what came over me. The picture just affects me so much.
Lisa, I am your sister. You know I love
Some people eat when they're upset. Some people drink. Maybe she found Michael.
Oh, your obsession with Michael and this picture is out of control. It's too much.
Michael needs me. I'm the only one who cares about him.
Michael isn't real. You want to know what is real? Those girls are real. Show them you love them. Destroy the picture. Come on. Come on. Let's go.
You couldn't have paid me to go back in that house again.
Ladies, to the car, please. Seatbelts.
I was afraid for my sister's safety. I was afraid for Sarah and Laura's safety.
Come on, girl.
Carol takes the girls home with her. Lisa is left with an important dilemma: how to reclaim her life.
Don't you touch him.
The psychic plans to use a channeler to make contact with Michael's spirit and encourage him to move towards a more peaceful afterlife.
And that he needs to cross over to the other side.
Okay.
Lisa.
When you're ready, we'll join hands, and then the spirit will come to me. Whatever happens, don't let go until Kate instructs you to. Okay. Are you ready? Okay.
the face of this woman was total evil.
Who are you?
My name is Stephen.
What do you want?
What do I want? What do I want? I want Lisa to suffer.
It's okay. It's all right. Don't let go of her hand. Why do you want to hurt Lisa?
She was with me in another life. And I killed her.
How did you get here? Who brought you here?
He brought me here.
Another spirit possesses the channeler.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you.
Are you Michael?
The psychic realizes that an evil spirit has been manipulating Michael in order to torment Lisa.
Michael, why are you here?
I'm here because of Lisa. She was there for me when my family couldn't be.
Michael, you need to go to your light.
Lisa is the light.
No. You'll find your light. Look above you. Look up. You'll find your light. Stephen can't hurt her if you cross over.
This person got this kind of serene look on her face, and she said, "I'm sorry, Lisa." She says, "But now I see the light. I'm sorry. I'm going."
Goodbye.
I could feel him just gone. Which was so sad for me because I didn't get to say goodbye. And he'd been with me so long. So it was kind of heartbreaking. But then I knew he was where he was supposed to be.
Lisa never learns anything more about the evil spirit that called itself Stephen. But she hopes that with Michael gone, it will no longer have any power to hurt her. In the following weeks, the atmosphere in Lisa's home returns to normal. Michael's photo remains until Lisa graduates from college and is ready to move out.
When I looked in his picture, it was like that obsession was gone. It was kind of like a tombstone. You always put a head on a tombstone to memorialize a dead person. And that's kind of what that picture was to me.
Michael's not in that box, is he?
No, he isn't.
Come on, guys. Let's get in the car, okay?
Lisa and the girls move on.
Follow you out, okay? You all drive safe. Okay. Bye, girls.
Taking only memories of the soldier who changed their lives.